Traditionally, public and missionary schools topped the performance lists at different education levels. The advent of private education has, however, changed metrics, with more private schools today performing much better than the public ones, as evidenced in the recently released Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education exams. The challenge for many, though, is the high cost associated with private education.
Education will continue to be a preserve of the well-to-do at the cost of the poor. We'll see lower incomes for the poor, because research shows that with every additional year of schooling, there's an increment of 10% in the income of a family in a developing country.
The situation, according to education activists, is made worse by the fact that even the government-aided schools are steadily raising fees, effectively locking out students from humble families despite the good grades.
So to maintain standards in the schools, like the Gayazas, the Budos, the Namiliangos, and Abisonsas, all those schools would also want to maintain their levels so that they also attract children. Because we're now seeing, actually, those schools are not even government. I mean, they're not private schools. They're government-aided schools. Even where we see these government-aided schools, they will continuously increase their costs so that they can maintain the standards.
Some education service providers, however, believe that the school fee structure in Uganda remains lower than the regional average, defending the increment as good for better service delivery.
If you compared the cost of education in Uganda and in other countries like Zambia, like Nigeria, for example, on average, a bachelor student will pay $1,000, and a science student, that's arts, but a science student may pay like $3,000. And if you compare with other countries like those I've mentioned, you find that ours is competitive.
This and good education system, they say, is one of the reasons the country still attracts a number of foreign students at both lower and higher level education.
The numbers have actually increased. I will give you an example of a private university like KIU. We used to admit students from East Africa alone, Tanzania, Kenya, but now it's beyond East Africa. Now we are bringing in Zambians, Nigerians, South Sudanese, Somalis, Malawians, etc., etc. January intake indicates that 21% of the student population are foreign students from more than 10 African countries.
As the education sector in Uganda continues on growth trajectory, the point of contention clearly remains on whether emphasis should be put on whether to reduce the cost of education and make it affordable to all, or raise it to afford better services and stay competitive regionally. Ingrid Nantege, NTV Business.